Later on Tuesday, Florida State against Arizona State. Arizona State 4.5 point favorite, over under 54-ish. Both starting running backs are out, and then Arizona State's best receiver is sitting out. Some coaching changes on the Arizona State side. I make this closer to a pick, especially with Arizona State's two best skill position players out. The biggest weakness of this Florida State team all year, and it was last year too, is their offensive line. It's horrendous. I mean, they're 120th in line yards, 114th in sack rate, but they're going against an Arizona State defensive line that does not get after the quarterback. Just a bad defensive line. 102nd in sack rate, 94th in stuff. I mean, it's just not a good defensive line. So I think that Florida State will be able to do some things on offense. I think Florida State has a really good shot to win this game. And every Herm game comes down to one possession at the end. So give me the dog here.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I'm going to back Florida State in this. Brandon Ayuk and Eno Benjamin both declared for the NFL draft. Benjamin is responsible for 71% of the total rushing yard. That climbs to 91% once you take Jaden Daniels' numbers, his rushing numbers out as a quarterback. And then if you look at Brandon Ayuk and Eno Benjamin's receiving numbers, they are 51% of the total receiving yards, and they account for more than half of all of the targets that Jaden Daniels threw this year. So, Florida State has two coordinators calling this game that are heavily experienced. And, there's just so much production missing off of both sides of the ball. I'm going to take the team that has the better coordinators because that's the team that's going to be able to get into the locker room at halftime, make adjustments, and win the game, and that's in favor of FSU.